everyone. It is my pleasure to be here supporting Viranox training for Singapore team. As most of you have already known, I'm Emma, your nutritionist. Today we'll talk about immunity and our evolutionary product Viranox. It is particularly useful for this tough time of COVID-19 pandemic. Here, I will explain briefly how our immunity works so you will have a better understanding of the background before we explain further on how the product works. So to start with, I have to highlight that human body is a continuous battlefield between lives and the pathogens. So we are constantly under attack. One of the fascinating facts that most people found was that our immune system is fighting battles up to 400 times a day. So even though most of the time we don't feel anything and our immunity is constantly working. Pathogens can affect us at different points like our mouth, nose, skin, lung, and gut. So when they get into our system at these points, they can move anywhere they want to survive and trying to take over the host cells for reproduction of their own species. The way our body fights against a virus is very different from how we fight bacteria. Viranox can only survive and multiply inside our cells, and we can have antibiotics to kill bacteria. However, there is still no effective medication against the virus. All we can rely on is our immunity. So next question is how the colostrum can support us on our immune health. Colostrum is known as nature's superfood, so it is highly nutritious. There are 90 known nutritional components in colostrum. It contains the major components of the colostrum is immunoglobulins, the protein-rich polypeptides, lactoferrins, and natural occurring growth factors, and many other functional components. So colostrum is also high in micronutrients like vitamins and minerals. Colostrum contain polyclonal antibodies. This means there are many different types of antibodies, not just one type. There are many types of them. The immune boosting effect of colostrum are mostly due to its high concentration of antibodies, especially IgG and IgA. So IgG is mainly circulating in our blood, patrolling for any suspicion of the specific harmful substance. IgA is mainly located in the mucosal barrier in our respiratory and gut tracts. So they have different functions. Therefore, more types we have, a better and more thorough protection we will get. Well, the research suggests that colostrum's antibody levels are 100 times higher than the regular cow's milk. The high antibody level can help to balance your immune system and protect your digestive system by nourishing the gut wall. A healthy gut wall means our body have a natural defense system, give us the resistance that we need to fight off the bugs and ills and chills, and helping our body to perform at their best. There are two subsystems within our immune system, known as innate immune system and adaptive immune system. So both these subsystems are closely linked. They don't work on the top of another, but they are really working together whenever a harmful substance trigger an immune response. The innate immune system provides a general and non-specific defense against harmful substances. It mostly fights using immune cells such as natural killer cells and phagocytes, which is also called eating cells. The innate immune system requires a very good and efficient cell-to-cell communication. So this is also where the colostrum can play a role in this part of the immune system. The adaptive immune system involves making antibodies and using them specifically fight a certain germ that the body has previously came into contact with. The adaptive immune system is constantly learning and adapting to produce specific memory B and T cells and their corresponding antibodies and proteins. So the cell proliferation is actually a critical step for this part of the immune system. And colostrum, luckily, is also able to support this function. So as the next slide shows, that there are two serious consequences from a viral infection, especially like SARS-CoV and influenza. So one is the overreaction of our body's immune system called a cytokine storm. So cytokines are small proteins released by many different cells in our body, including those of the immune system, where they coordinate the body's response against the infection and then trigger infection. Another one is a secondary infection from a bacteria or other viruses. So our enhanced colostrum formulation with bovine antibodies provide this immune protection for our oral cavity and upper airway and our gut as well against the systematic inflammation as well as these secondary infections. So with the background given, I will hand over to Lee, our International Communication and Development Manager, who you have also known very well by now. She will guide you through the unique features of our properly made Viranox. So enjoy the rest of the presentation.
Thanks, Emma, and hello, everybody. Wow, what an incredible explanation on how your immune system works and, of course, the unique benefits colostrum provides. You know, the more research available on our immune system, the more in awe I am on just how incredible our body is. As Emma said, fighting battles every day, and the only time you are aware that it is when it starts to kick in is the aches that you have, or maybe your nose starts to run. That's your immune system kicking in, so it makes sense to support it in every way. Last year, we launched our Top Gun in immune support, and Singapore, you are officially our second only country to have launched Viranox. Congratulations to Sierra, Fazia, and Leo for pursuing the opportunity of having Viranox available to your members. In February, we discussed the trilogy pack with Immufort, and the description we gave was that Alpha Lipid Lifeline was the clothing you wore for everyday protection. And when it rained, added protection was needed. Then Immufort was the product you picked up and consumed up to 3 times a day if needed. Well, Viranox is when that rain becomes a typhoon. And right now, Singapore, it's typhoon weather. So let's look in more detail at Viranox, its unique benefits to you, and how the super enhanced colostrum offers oral passive immunotherapeutic benefits. It's such a big word. What does it mean? Well, quite simply, Viranox is reinforced with all the important classes of immunoglobulins and the substantial amount of the broad function proteins. Viranox provides superior potent immune protection for those months of the year when cold and flu infections are spiking. when one feels that they are experiencing a viral or bacteria infection, and for those times when there is greater risk from contagious respiratory infection. What does this do? Well, it makes Viranox ideal for prevention in high-risk individuals or environments. So let's look more at it and further describe what Emma has explained to you. Colostrum contains pre-formed antibodies that have cross-reactivity with human coronavirus strains as well as other viruses. Your most abundant antibody, IgG, is present in Imufort and Viranox. However, we have strengthened Viranox with extra IgG along with IgA and IgM to complete the weaponry. In addition, it delivers a substantial amount of broad function proteins, lactoferrin and transferrin. Now, these proteins, with their antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-cancer properties, have numerous proven health benefits, including promoting tissue regeneration and bone formation, enhancing growth of a healthy bacteria, and maintaining gut health and stability. So important for supporting optimal health. Now, as Emma mentioned earlier, viruses can enter our body from different points. Remember, your mouth, lung, and gut. So by dissolving 2 Viranox tablets, the immunoglobulins, of course, your warriors, along with those functional proteins of lactoferrin and transferrin, are released, offering protection of the mucosal barrier at these vulnerable entry points, mouth and gut. To confirm the antiviral activity of the antibodies in the fortified colostrum used to manufacture Viranox, we sought independent testing from the University of Utah Antiviral Institute. Now, this facility conducts testing against a wide range of human viral pathogens, most importantly against human coronavirus family. Their test confirmed that the antiviral activity of antibodies and validated that our fortified colostrum used in Viranox had virus neutralizing activities. So therefore, to support your launch, Singapore, you have created this colostrum booster pack, providing you with the daily nutritional and immune support that you need. It allows you to enjoy the superior triple protection of colostrum. Remember, Alpha Lipid Lifeline, it is your complete breakfast shake that offers both daily protection along with vitamins and minerals, calcium, and probiotics. So why would you not start the day with Alpha Lipid Lifeline? We've put into there now Viranox, because that provides immune protection against viral and bacteria infections of your oral cavity, your respiratory, and your gut system. It offers an extra boost for your immunity to cope with these high-risk challenges. For those of you who have been consuming Imufort, you will notice that there is a slight difference in both texture and taste. We recommend that, like Imufort, you dissolve 2 tablets daily on the tongue. Allow the residue to remain in the mouth for the highest absorption. However, for maximum protection in high-risk situations, you might think about doubling the dose, taking tablets 1 to 2 hours apart. And of course, one of my favorites at night, taking 2 of our herbal capsules of Alpha Lipid Colostrum. It's been developed to support stem cell cascade, which is vital for repair, recovery, and regeneration. Could you ever have imagined when welcoming in 2020 that the world would change so dramatically? We would have laughed at the thought of self-isolation, wearing masks full-time, and global vaccination programs. We would have been devastated at the loss of life and just how quickly a virus could spread. The past 24 months have taught us many lessons, and one is to look after our health as best we can. Due to the global demand for natural immune support, colostrum is in demand, and you have only to share its benefits with people. Alpha Lipid Lifeline is a must. However, it is not your complete wardrobe. Right now, you need to be explaining to people the benefits of adding a few extra layers, and those layers are Viranox and colostrum. Take advantage of this booster pack promotion. It is valid until the 30th of June, and you do get to enjoy free shipping. Singapore, I hope, like us here in New Zealand, you are taking your Viranox, you are taking your Alpha Lipid Lifeline, and at night taking your Colostrum. It is the complete package to help support optimal health. Until we talk again, as always, look after yourself, stay strong, kia kaha. Bye now. And